Good evening, folks, and thank you for tuning in to Tonight at Santa Muerte. I'm your host, John Brixley, and for today's opening interview, we have the owner of the local paper, Little Birdie. What else can I say? It's Sloan Cepa.
Thank you. You know, Johnny, it's about time you invited me onto one of these things.
Well, the producers are getting really tired of receiving your letters, so...
Hey, don't act like you're not thrilled to have me. It's not like you're particularly picky with our guests. Well, you had a fortune teller, some bartender. I think I saw on your roster you got the local dog catcher, but not Sloan. I'm Sloan.
I know who you are.
The owner and publisher of the finest newspaper in Santa Muerte.
That's debatable.
What are you trying to say, Johnny?
Well, you talk about paranormal events in your paper. Magic, ghosts, sewer people, and that whole boy bat story.
Oh yeah, for a boy whose soul got trapped in a bat, he really goes places.
You don't think that all sounds a little crazy?
Only thing crazy about my paper is how crazy good of a quality you get for such a cheap price. Every story is absolute gold, baby. Everyone. And don't get me started on its authenticity. Everything printed in Little Birdie is completely true. With a little bit of flair to keep the story original.
Was that rehearsed?
What do you mean?
What you just... never mind. Look, you don't find your paper to be a tad bit dishonest?
Dishonest? Me? I'm the picture of honesty. Johnny, I tell it like it is. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of strange happenings in this town people don't want to admit.
Like the murders?
What's that now?
Well, Sloan, the reason we brought you to this segment was because you said that you had insight on the Ruth Morriquay case. People all over Santa Muerte have been speculating on what might have happened to her.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So, you can read it instead in tomorrow's issue of the Little Birdie Newspaper, owned and distributed locally from my family to yours.
Sloan, I'm going to need you to give me a little more than that.
Golly, are you this pushy with all your guests? Where's your sense of suspension? Your dramatic pause?
Ruth worked for this channel, Sloan. She was a good friend to me. Not to wear my heart on a sleeve, but Ruth's sudden and mysterious death has everyone on edge. I think the listeners at home and the studio here would all love to hear what you might know about it.
All right. Hey, I ain't hurt this, all right? I guess she meant a lot to people. Okay, bucko, you twisted my arm. What I can tell you is, the killer used magic. You don't believe me.
Well, that concludes this segment of Tonight at Santa Muerte. Tune in later after a short break.
Wait, where do I get my check? I'm getting paid for this, right? Where's my check, Johnny?